Welcome to the second game of MbL versus Nili. Now we are going for Nili's home map, Migration. And MbL already played Vikings there, a lot picked them first. We assume he plays Vikings now as well, and Nili has a very strong civ for Migration as well. Italians, I even favor Italians over Vikings. Byzantines or Berbers would also be options for MbL and Nili, but Vikings and Italians are the strongest civs, and we're going into capture age. You will see now that indeed MbL is going for the Vikings. Places this house in an interesting way. Can't place a farm here later. Not the most important thing on a map where we have a lot of fishing ships anyways, but could have been a bit smoother as well. Nili is playing with Italians. We'll try to use the faster uptimes or the cheaper uptimes, and therefore often faster uptimes. Just like last game, basically. Let's hope this time it works better for him, as he is behind in games right now. And MbL with the Vikings, basically one of the best water civs, but with lack of the fire ship, therefore might get problems in fights where we want to see a lot of fire ships against Nili, who obviously has them and can upgrade them cheaper. But Vikings with the very nice longboat should be able to fight really well in the castle age. But then on the center island, which is extremely important on this map, the Vikings might struggle against Italians. Let me check the monk tech tree for Vikings while you can watch the game more and watch the island of Nili. Maybe tell me when something crazy is happening. On this map, we often see some monk and siege play on the center island. And Vikings don't have redemption, don't have sanctity, don't have illumination. So Vikings can't really go for monks that well. Sanctity and redemption missing means they are super weak to mangonels. Die with one hit, can't convert them. And Italians should have a very solid monk tech tree. Let me double check that. Yeah. Only missing heresy, which doesn't matter if the opponent isn't going for monks, and we won't expect that from MbL, at least not heavily. So Nili with all the techs he needs in this matchup. And also MbL, not with the greatest games on this map. Maybe this is the one Nili can win. I wouldn't call him the favorite in this match, on this game. I would say it could be even. Both players now with their first fishing ships out. MbL not queuing. Okay, there's another one in the queue. And Lonesome Rider says that Nili might have become better with monks. And I can't really say anything against that. And let's do a little prediction in the chat. Who wins this game? MbL or Nili? You will have 5 minutes to predict that. Maybe there are enough people willing to gamble right now. And Nili adds a second dock before MbL is doing that. And Nili places one on the one side and one on the other side of his starting island, so that he can build a fire galley to defend, no matter where MbL comes to attack him. But also means that the other dock then has a longer way until it can support the dock on the right side. And this one is the one where Nili has will be happy about the placement. This one is the one where he says, could have been somewhere else, but I didn't know that before. So it's not a mistake. It's just Maybe it's the safe way to do it like this, and building one here or here would be the gamble. And in this case, the one that nearly would win. Still, MbL with 1 dog and only with with 10 on. I saw here 4 and thought, oh, nearly only with 4 on wood. That's not much. But he had only 4 wood in the bank and 10 on wood. And hello, Mike. Nice to see you here. And ooh. Oh yeah, you have bet a lot. So if people think that MbL might be the winner here, you could bet just 10 potatoes and win all that Mike has bet on Nili. Nili is up earlier, as expected, kind of, with Italians. 1 will earlier, I think. Oh, but Nili with 1 will worth of ILTC time. Has more fishing chips, though. Nili really has to work on his ILTC time. 27 seconds in the Dark Age already. I would criticize that on my level even, and I'm 1400. MbL now adds the 2nd dog, but Nili should be able to add a 3rd dog, not too far in the future. He's building a mill on the berries. Okay, goes for 2 dogs in the early feudal age. I could add a 3rd one soon as well. Might do that when he knows where MbL is. He isn't queuing any ships. He's building a market. Is this just straight fast castle? LTC is really a thing now in like every game. Yeah, and I think that is holding him back the most. It looks like Nili is just ignoring water and goes for the middle immediately. He can sell 100 stone maybe, buy some food and then go up. And now he's getting fire galley. Queues another one, is on the way to the castle edge. He didn't need to buy anything or use the market because Italians can go up cheaper. And Nili might have his fire galleys out before the galleys of MbL are arriving. Yeah, looking good. At least 1 will be out. MbL with no fletching. Then fire galleys are really good, even in a 2v1 fight. And Nili could get control over the center island before MbL is in the castle age. MbL on the way now. Here comes the first fight on the water. And MbL is losing a lot of HP here. Fire galleys, great counter against the galleys. As I said, especially if we don't have fletching. MbL is getting a transport ship now. Nili without one yet. One is sending this fire galley around. Is Nili just playing for a fast castle and then fire ship upgrade timing thing? And then dominate on water now? Before we really get onto galley or longboat numbers? Doesn't feel that great against Vikings to me. There's the transport ship. Sends over units. We get the war galley upgrade for Nili. And then he will be able to fight these galleys. And he will also be able to build a TC soon. There's only 2 vills here. I wouldn't mind it if we would go for siege workshop and or monastery instead. Or we are going for a dock here. Nili is scouting now if there's anything dangerous with the fire ship. Going for the dock. Sadly, Nili doesn't know that MbL is already on the island. He would have left to defend against it. Okay, he sees an empty transport ship here. So he has to know that MbL sent something over. Scouts it now, but his scout already took some damage. I don't know where. I assume that some fire ship or some galley did some damage to it. And now the surround with Nili's units. He is getting careening. This fire ship won't profit from that anymore. Does MbL know about the stock? No, not at all. He doesn't know about the monastery either. Nili with the monastery here isn't collecting any stone, can't build a castle, and doesn't have enough wood for a TC yet. Might build one here now, but will be scouted by the scout of MbL. The scout of MbL could kill a vill, I think. But more vills for Nili are coming. Now he has the wood for TC. Losing the galleys here won't hurt MbL too much. Would hurt him more if he lost these longboats to all the fire ships here. And MbL should be able to micro here. Fire ships are not great at fighting in tight spots. But MbL doesn't have much space to retreat to. Still enough longboats here. They are stacking so well. 7 longboats and kills all the fire ships of Nili. Or is he? Okay, he is. Nili goes for the fishing ships. Builds one. And the center is looking good for Nili. Siege workshop. And MbL can't build one right now. Might do so soon. I thought this would go forward. Yeah, Nili not getting onto numbers on the water. It's not great for him. MbL with more idle TC time than Nili. MbL knows about the TC here, about the foundation, and Nili knows about the siege workshop and the TC, so knows more than I knew when I clicked that. Another dock for Nili here. Now the longboats are coming forward. And Nili might want to send his fishing ships over into this corner where we would find a lot of fish. And then he can defend against the longboats here. I wouldn't mind it if we would get a mangonel and try to lure the longboats into this area maybe, then shoot with a mangonel. But Nili is not doing that. And as I said, longboats are good against fire ships. They have all the upgrades, they are easy to micro. They can just run away. There's one mangonel inside here, one for MbL is coming as well. Sanctity is coming for Nili and he has 4 relics already. I would like to see Redemption as well, now that we get a mangonel. Sanctity is in. Ooh, nice! Nice play by Nili! Hides the monks and kills the mangonel with his mangonel coming out of the siege workshop in exactly the right moment. And there's Redemption for Nili. Nili's going to win this. I call it now. Monks with Redemption. Sadly, they can't convert the siege workshop here. Or repair vills for MbL, but that's not enough. 1-for-1 trade. Nili should be happy with that, especially because he can heal the monk and convert the next mangonel that comes out. And as I said, with Sanctity, we do have enough HP to survive one mangonel hit. Oh, Nili tries to convert the siege workshop here. And the TC doesn't reach the monk. By one tile, MbL deletes the siege workshop. Better to lose it than to give it to your opponent. And we get a watchtower. Oh, MbL can attack Nili from the shoreline. That wasn't part of the plan for Nili. This watchtower won't stand long against 2 mangonels and repair vills. And another watchtower. MbL already with the panic defense. And yeah, MbL has a lot of control over the water. But in the long run, only the center island really counts. Unless MbL gets 2 no, not bombard ships, cannon galleons, that's the name. We are getting the guard tower upgrade. That makes it harder for mangonels to fight against the towers. By the way, interesting graphics here. MbL now finds the fishing ships of Nili. Nili already with less vills. 15 workers less. But now with 4 mangonels, and I think that should be enough to kill the guard towers here. Oh, even killing some vills, converting some maybe. And goes forward again. Can go under the guard towers, even though they are completely full, because he has so many vills to repair here. Even though some are dying to the guard towers now. We need to kill them now. And monks can try to convert some of the repair vills. It's getting tricky for Nili to find the right tower to attack. Now 2 scouts are coming. Oh, can they kill some here? I'm pretty sure they can. Nili tries to convert 1, gets the conversion after losing 1 monk, loses another monk maybe. No. Can save it. But there are more scouts in here again. And Nili with 14 will kills, but MbL already with 21. Way more than I expected. But he killed all the fishing ships here. Some of the vills here. Probably some vills here on the shoreline as well. Still, the tower defense is just securing this area. Everything else on the center island is in the hands of Nili right now. And Nili also has the hill. And this guard tower is falling fast. We have 2 more scouts in here. I think Nili could go for the stable right now. Can't really go there to convert, because the monks would come out, would die immediately to the scouts coming out. Nili is converting only 1 scout again. But also only loses 1 mangonel. Doesn't have any more in the queue, but has more monks prepared. Nili without wood right now. And I think he should send those vills over, because they could be ranged by the longboat soon. Light cav upgrade for MbL. Doesn't really want to struggle anymore against the monk plus siege combination. Nili can place a castle soon. Yeah, all those towers feel like a waste of stone, especially if we can kill the tower fast now with the mangonels here. And exactly that happens now. 125 stone. Okay, got deleted. Only some stone left. And Nili's biggest problem right now is that he does have way less vills, but he also gets a castle. The towers won't deny that, I think. Even though they can range the vills, but they're shooting the vills, they're dying to the mangonels. They're killing the mangonels, they're dying to a castle. MbL already has another TC in the back, but is pushed back. MbL is building more docks. So he will keep the water control. And these vills here of Nili are all trapped. Nili is on the way to the Imperial Age. Once again, with the better imp timing. And traps could increase the speed at which Nili is chopping through the buildings of MbL here. MbL Not with the food right now to click up. Also lacks the buildings, but could build a castle. That would change that. And builds more towers here. Nili will see that there's some unprotected vills going out. His troops here are very slow. Monks and mangonels, not the fastest units in the game. And another TC for MbL. Nili might want to build another TC for himself as well. He has to get more wood in. This island is close to worthless soon. I like that he's queuing imp here. And I think then he shouldn't add any vills from the TC. So he's basically playing one TC. We have January's crossbows out. Not the greatest unit in the matchup against the Vikings, because they don't really go for cavalry anyways. And against Arps, the Genoese shouldn't be better. I'm not sure right now. But we will need the castle time. The production time in the castle for traps. And MbL keeps the tower defense here. So he can't build a castle to go up to the Imperial Age. Lacks another building, but also lacks the resources. And nearly builds another town center. That is good. He needs more eco. He also goes for fire ships now again. Oh, MbLers on the starting island of Nili is building a siege workshop, is running around with light cav, and Nili isn't safe anymore except for inside the TC range, but will die to the mangonel there as well. So Nili is very dependent on a win on the center island. The big question now, what is worse? Losing everything here? Losing everything here. I would say losing everything here, but is Nili fast enough? Can he redo it with so much less vills? And here we have 24 vills for Nili that I wouldn't count to his eco. Oh, Nili sees the TC here. Goes there with those units, killed this TC, and can use the trap now and another trap soon to kill all the towers. MbL is on the way to the Imperial Age as well, though. And MbL is building a TC on the starting island of Nili. There are still resources here. He can get some. I don't mind that too much. And he doesn't want to have more than 20 to 30 vills more anyways. So if he just produces 10 here, gets the stone, then builds some farms or gets the gold here, that is good for MbL. And MbL has way more map control in the center than Nili can allow him to have. Yeah, you're right, Lonesome Rider. I mind that as well. This TC is going down. The fast fire ship here, nice that Nili has that upgrade, is helping out there a lot. And these fast fire ships want to fight against the longboats now. Could fast fire ship maybe be the game changer? Or is it maybe block printing? Making it possible to convert the longboats even, if MbL doesn't pay attention. MbL is going for skirms. Not sure how great that is. And Nili here with another TC. Is getting back onto eco. Oh, fast fire ships here. Found the TC, and Nili could fight for an escape route. I don't know if you have seen the movie Dunkirk, but this reminds me of it. Being cornered, pushed away from the opponent. We really need some boats to send over our heroes. I don't really understand the skirm play here. Yeah, against the monks and against the Genoese crossbow, they are good. But we also have a lot of mangonels in the mix. Nili tries to shoot the guys here with the traps. And one monk will probably die before he gets the conversion. Yeah. Fast fire ships could deal some damage here. And Nili is taking water control. Where are the ships of MbL? He hides them in the back here. Wants to get all the upgrades and then try to attack Nili with them. Now moves out. But we have block printing monks around. We have 2 fast fire ships. We have mangonels. It's not that easy for the longboats. Okay, MbL thinks better of it for now. Chemistry might be needed. Bracer is in already. Elite upgrade not in, not click. Probably too expensive. And Nili is pushing forward. This island feels lost. Oh, no, 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 no. Nili, 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 Nili. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nili, send the ship over. The last 10 guys. Save them. Don't get into the range of the mangonels with it. Okay. Enough skirms right now to stop Nili from pushing through here. How many ships do we have here? 14 against 5 fast fire ships of Nili, all seen here. That is not enough. But what I like by Nili are the condos. Well, at least the one. I wouldn't mind if we would get more. Yeah, bad day for Nili's wills. Now a lot of skirms and MbL finally with the castle. But MbL absolutely without options against traps right now. As long as there are mangonels behind the traps, MbL doesn't have the army to do anything against it, right? He gets some light cav now, but that won't really stop Nili from winning this. Oh, Nili lost some monks here. Really not great. And moves away with the mangonels because some skirms are raiding here. But now he sees that his traps are in danger. And Nili is going for more defense on the condos. And adds more of those. And right now, condos would kill everything on the center island that MbL has. If we are getting onto enough of them. We might need less if we kill these skirms like Nili is doing it right now. Hill bonus for MbL though. Some will kills here, not that bad. MbL with roughly double the wills of Nili though. Condos without Pavise. So skirms are not horrible yet. But Nili spots this castle. Arson? Ah, no, it wouldn't be possible to kill the castle before the condos die. Solid shots here from Nili against the skirms. But these skirms are still annoying. One condo is not able to clear that up, I think. Or is he? Ah, if it doesn't get attacked, then it is. Fast fire ships here annoying against the TC. They are shooting so fast that the little damage they are dealing stacks up really fast. And it's killing the TC. See how fast it drops here? That's insane. Those things are siege weapons. Mangonels here dealing even more damage against the skirms. And the Genoese are great at killing the light cav. But we don't have enough right now. And the skirms are going for the Genoese crossbows. So they won't survive long enough to kill everything here. Traps are moving forward again. And MbL with his first trap on the center island. Nili indeed killed the ETC here. Something MbL shouldn't have let happen in my opinion. But here's a pop 100 villagers. Pop one. No. Yes, 126 villagers. That's what I wanted to say. And that should be enough for him. Pop 184 for MbL. Pop 74 for Nili. And I think this is now enough for MbL. I think his hold was enough, and he now can push Nili back with his better eco. And Nili resigns in this game. Gives MbL the second game